Well, welcome on in, guys. Yet again, same crew, same shirt, same lights, same night. You dig? This episode, we're going to talk about the Memorial Tournament, the Memorial Golf Tournament, Jack Nicklaus's tournament coming up this upcoming weekend. We're kind of going to give you a little breakdown of who we like, some storylines heading in, and just real quick at a glance here. Um, the top 6 in the world golf rankings will all be there. First time that this has happened since the Players, as this is one of the quote designated elevated events. Um, the 6 being Scotty Scheffler, John Rahm, Rory, Cantlay, Schauffele, Hovland, and Max Homa and Tony Finau are the only 2 of the top 50 that have decided to skip, which is a little surprising to me, considering that Max Homa has, a top 5 and a top 6 finish the past 2 times at this tournament. So very surprising there. But we're excited for this one. This is, the last kind of elevated tournament before the U.S. Open. So super excited for that. But guys, I kind of want to just kick it off to you guys. Who is kind of your favorite? We'll kind of start there heading into the 2023 Memorial Tournament in Dublin, Ohio. Bradley, I'm going to wait for you because I think we all know who you're going to go with. McLovin, I'd love to hear from you. Jacob, rather, excuse me. Let's hear it, buddy.
Well, it's like I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to pick somebody. I kind of like to either, kind of base it off of recent performance. Like somebody that's been rolling very well a couple weeks prior. And then maybe this is the finally time where they take the leap. Um, but I'm gonna go with somebody that's won there before and actually won there multiple times, 2 of the last 4 years. The slow one in the golf world, as some of you may know, Patrick Cantlay. He's had much success in this tournament. As I said, winning 2 of the last 4 in 21 and 19. He definitely probably not the odds-on favorite. It's probably going to be Scotty Scheffler. Um, but that's I'm gonna say that's who my favorite is Mr. Cantlay based on his past success here. So, Freddie, who's your favorite?
Mine's really boring. I've kind of weighed back and forth between 3 or 4 guys here. The 4 being Scheffler, Rahm. It's basically the world golf top 4. Scheffler, Rahm, McIlroy, and Schauffele. It's for the top 5. I don't think Cantlay can do it this week, personally, but I've decided to be super, super boring here and go with Scheffler. He put on a very good performance this past weekend at the Charles Schwab Challenge. Guys, if you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch that one. Very solid performance without putting the ball well. And so to me, that breeds a whole lot of confidence. So he's my favorite. Now, the dark horse is where I'm kind of going to have a little bit of fun. So Bradley, let's just just go ahead and get into yours.
Victor Hovland. He's due, Freddie. You know, I know it. This man, in my opinion, could potentially be the best 54-hole golfer on the planet. But this weekend, he will be the best 72-hole golfer, and it'll show. Victor Hovland. Victor Hovland.
I just want to know what evidence you have for this. I mean, he's played decent, but he's never finished.
Well, when you can't finish for so long, eventually you got to finish one. You know what I mean? You can only be down for so long. And I think his game's in the right direction. I mean, he had a top 5 finish at the Masters, top 5 finish at the PGA. Not a top 5 this weekend, but he had some momentum going into the 4th round up until he what was it? I think it was 13 where he hit that shot in the water on the par 3, and that kind of just. But yeah, I'll always pick Victor. Victor's a great golfer. And I actually have also an interesting sleeper pick as well, or a dark horse.
I don't think Hovland gets it done this weekend. I really don't. I don't think his time is now. I think his time is potentially next week, or the weekend after, at the U.S. Open. So, I don't think it's this week though.
Why both?
Why not both? I hear you. I hear you. So now let's kind of talk about some sleeper picks here. Now this is where it might be a little fun. We all know that there's a long list of golfers that play in this tournament. I think it's 120 total or something outrageous. And then, obviously it gets cut in half after Friday's round. So a lot of past champions in the field. Jason Duffner, Hideki, Kuchar, Justin Rose, like a lot of past champions here that we could choose from for the dark horse. So I'm very interested to see which route we all go. Now, Bradley, you mentioned that you're going to have a little bit of fun with yours. I'd like to go ahead and start with your dark horse here.
Well, this isn't going to be a shocker because I really, really love this golfer, but Jordan Spieth, I think he needs a win here. He's played. Now, don't take this last weekend into consideration because he missed the cut, but he's been playing decent golf. I think he's got that. He knows what it takes to win. So I think if he has a strong Thursday and Friday, then I think he can pull it out. But that's my sleeper pick is Jordan Spieth.
How boring of a pick.
Well, you want me to say Joel Damon?
I would have rather you said Joel Damon. Even Lucas Glover, who's never missed the cut here, by the way.
Why is it boring?
Victor Hovland's never missed the cut either. Joel Damon hasn't either. So McLovin, let's hear yours, buddy.
So mine's a guy that played really well this week. This past tournament, the Charles Schwab, Ricky Fowler. It's been a little while. He's been playing a little better recently. Had a good weekend this weekend. The dark horse for me is Ricky Fowler.
I'm speechless.
You gotta pick the trio. You gotta say JT now, Freddie.
I've got to pivot is what I've got to do. Ricky Fowler was my pick as well for the sleeper. Time to pivot. I'm going to go with one of my favorite golfers here.
Don't you say it?
There's a couple of people that I could go here. I mean, Jason Day is one. Who else do I really, really like? Justin Thomas. Who else do I really, really like here? Rory, obviously, but he's not really a sleeper. And then there's the big beef, Shane Lowry. My boy, Shane, he's my spirit PGA Tour player. I swear, I love his swagger. I like his build because it's kind of my build, a little bit bigger. He kind of breaks the chain on you have to be physically fit to play golf. Shane Lowry over the past couple of weeks has played really good golf, though. Even all the way back at the Players, whenever we were there, he was playing very well. And I just think it's that time for him to get back in the winner's circle here. So give me Shane Lowry as my sleeper pick. Now, I want to do one more. If you guys had your life on the line and you had to pick one player to finish in the top 10, who is it?
Yeah. Top 10. Live.
And if they don't, you're donezo. But if they do, you're alive.
Take him.
Be boring. Scotty Scheffler. I feel like he's like the most like even if he, like we said, he doesn't make putts, has an off week in his game. In 1 week, like in one aspect of his game, I mean, off week, he's still, he shot 7 under in this tournament, had 367s at the Charles Schwab. So I feel like I hate to be boring, but he's the most realistic option for me, at least, to, top 10 life, depending on it. It's going to be Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah. That would have been my pick too. That's one of the. I've gotten in some debates on who deserves to be world number one between him and John Rahm, and my dad has always said that John Rahm should be world number one, and I just look back to the PGA. You see John Rahm, horrible. You never see Scotty Scheffler do that. He is Mr. Consistent when it comes to making cuts, top 10s, top 15s. So I'd have to agree there. Another one that I would throw out there, especially in this tournament, give me Justin Rose. The past 3 or 4 tournaments, he's been up there. So just for the sake of being different, I'm going to go Justin Rose.
Well, I'm going to have to disagree with both of you. Life on the line. The aliens are taking over. Gun to my head, whatever situation it is. I'm taking Brooks Koepka, son. Mr. Major himself.
I mean, that would make sense if he was playing in this tournament.
Any tournament, Freddie. Golf Scramble, the Masters, the West Limestone Open, it don't matter. Give me Brooks Koepka.
Okay, well, let's stay with this tournament, the Memorial, of those in the field. All right, let's keep it there. Who would you go with? Because in majors, I would 100% agree with you.
I mean, mine's boring. Then I got to stay with Victor Hovland.
You need to get off this man, dude. You ride him so hard.
Great golfer.
Hey, as long as he's got the lead, or he's in the top 5 going into Sunday, I think he'll be okay. Top 10 wise, if not,
he needs to be leading the tournament if he wants to finish in the top 10 on Sunday.
No, that's a board pick though. In this tournament, life on the line, got to finish in the top 10. I'm going to say Colin Morikawa. He's been playing some good golf.
That would have been a nice off-the-wall pick to win.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't won since what, 21? Was his last
Was it 2021? I don't know. I need to get better on my history here. There's just so many tournaments. It's kind of ridiculous. But guys, if that's all that you guys have on the Memorial Tournament, that's all that I have. Very excited for this tournament. It's one of those that is very special in the world of golf. It's one that if Tiger Woods could play, this is one of the ones he would have picked over any of them, just based upon Jack Nicklaus and what he means to the world of golf. So, guys, thank you for joining me. I look forward to reconvening at the end of the tournament. So you guys can tell me that I was right, and then we can, kind of look forward to the next one. But anyways, that's been another edition of the Fairway Files. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Stay tuned for more videos and go watch the last ones. Peace.